Hello.
Hi,
I was
how are you,
feeling
Bernard?
I was feeling like Bernard no mates for 5 minutes.
I'm with you, Bernard. It's you and me.
I
I don't think Roger's here. I think he's in Cornwall, isn't he?
don't know. He may be, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's down in Cornwall. So whether he can join us or not, I don't know.
Right.
There we are.
Okay.
It's me. Anyway, how are you keeping?
I'm all right. We've actually had a week away. So
Oh, where have you been?
we went to the Wye Valley.
Oh, lovely.
So we'd never been before, but we discovered it through. There was a television program called Sex Education
Yeah.
on Netflix, and it's filmed there. It's about young people and voyage through life, really, and it's got a sex theme in each one. But it's filmed all in the Wye Valley, and they use all the sites and some
Oh,
bridges and the river and everything as a sort of backdrop, it's wonderful. Sort of, I the vision of it, and we thought that's a nice place. Where's that? So we obviously under sort of lockdown,
yeah, of course.
we thought, yeah.
And
Hello, Kate.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
hi there.
Hi. I'm in Manchester, but I'm a friend of Pete and Maggie's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'm actually just going downstairs to get my supper, but I'm staying on, and presumably some more people will join
You
in
are
a few
you are
minutes.
welcome.
You will be. We will be joined by others.
Yeah, there will be
I'll
others.
see you
See
there.
you
Okay.
soon.
Okay.
See you in a few minutes.
So what was the weather like in the Wye Valley, Bernard?
Well, it was a walking holiday, and we managed 4 walks in the dry, and one day was written off. And basically, we sat in and did jigsaw puzzles, and
Yeah.
I did me art. But
Oh,
I'm
yes.
actually going to sing my Wye Valley song, and I'm displaying my art on my postcards.
Wonderful.
Well, yeah. So, and, so, and the last day there were these squalls of rain that came across,
Yeah.
and like we survived, but sort of it, and it wasn't that long a walk, but it was quite tricky in places. We had to climb over boulders. It was one of these walks. We have a book which says easy, medium, and
Oh,
hard.
yes. I
And
know.
so on the last day we went for the easy one, but it said there may be some scrabbling over boulders, and it says, oh, and you're down by the river. It says you come across a chaos of boulders, and they're marked
Yeah.
with a sort of pink,
Yeah.
red paint on them for you to crawl across. You've got the river below you. You think this is
What a good job you didn't go for the medium.
well, that's right. Yeah, but it was a bit on distance. I'm sure they do it on distance. So.
They probably do. Yeah.
Hello, David.
Hello, hi, hello,
Hello. Where are you joining us from?
from Kentish Town,
Kentish Town. Okay, yeah.
right?
I'm in Enfield.
Oh, that's a long way north.
Yeah. And Terry, are you
I'm in.
out in Essex?
I'm out in Essex near Chelmsford,
Chelmsford, yeah.
so a little way away. And there's a lady who's just gone to get her supper, and she's from Manchester, I think.
From Manchester, yeah.
So there
In
we
some
are.
ways, I think that these Zoom sessions, they obviously have a different dynamic
I know.
to a normal thing, but it's really quite interesting, particularly when Riggy's coming in from California.
I was going to say, yes, that's quite an education, isn't it? You're chatting away, and then somebody says to you, and where are you from? Thinking they might say down the road somewhere, and then
Yeah.
they'll say another continent. But
Well, I know, like he's been over here, so he knows the folk
he
club.
does. He knows it well, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. So, and like there's Ed, who's blind, who's coming in from Ireland.
That's right. In Ireland, that's it.
Yeah. That's a different a different dilemma as to since you can't read any of the chat or press the mute buttons or whatever.
I know. But I think there's someone there with him, isn't there?
Yeah, except I don't think they're there all the time. I think that they
Oh,
sort of
right.
set him up and then they go off to do their own thing, or they're not paying attention because, you know, they're not part of the, you
Yeah.
know, the show.
Well, it was nice to see John Hegley the other week.
Yes,
when he
yeah,
came along.
he's been along twice, which is very nice. Like, you know, he's as a regular at the club, really. Sort of, it's very, very, yeah, it's very reassuring from that, you know,
Yeah.
that viewpoint. You know, he sees us as his gang, you know, and is happy to muck in.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's great. No?
I've lost the plot. Wait a minute.
What?
No,
Which-
I'm off. I have to. It's okay. I'll rejoin. I've lost the screen. It's okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
We can see
you.
we can see you well.
Can you? Yeah, looking a bit. Yeah. Okay.
You know, you can sort of touch up your complexion. My wife has touched up hers.
Oh, really?
Really?
There's a setting somewhere which set up.
Oh, I see. Oh, here. Okay. I'm back. It's all right.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
A setting for touching up your complex. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, integration. Choose virtual video settings,
Oh.
and one of them says touch up appearance. Actually, I've got mine ticked, to be absolutely honest.
Where do you find that then?
Well, go to the up arrow by video.
What-
I'll go through. So you got the little video thing. There's a little
Yes.
up arrow, and you click
Hang
on
on,
that,
I've
and then
got
it
it,
says
right.
video settings,
Got it.
and there's a list which says
Video settings.
yeah, and one of them has got touch up my appearance.
It has. Oh my goodness! I appear to be touched up as well.
I'm wondering if to untouch myself up so as to see the difference.
I think what it's doing is just dimming the light. I've got a light in the background and it's kind of getting bright or not so bright. So I think that's
okay.
what it's doing.
Well, my wife thinks she was doing something to her complexion, but maybe it's doing it via that in that trick. Yeah.
Very good. Right, I'm just going to check that everything's working.
So how many are you expecting tonight?
Well, I think the first night we had over 25, and last time we had 18.
Oh.
So I think
What time does it start?
it starts at 8 o'clock
Oh,
officially, but
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock. We're quite early.
I thought it was 2:45. Yeah.
no, well, it says 7:30 on the thing that we're sort of meeting and gathering, but essentially, I think it's so as people gather and have a chat and then sort out their. So, David, do you sing?
No, but I've got a poem to read if you want.
Yes, please.
That's good. That's good.
It's not my poem, but it's Roger McGough.
No. We like Roger McGough.
We do like Roger McGough.
Okay, fine. I'll do that.
Lovely.
Dare I ask which one this is?
It's a fish.
Oh, fish.
The fish.
The fish.
Okay, I don't know that one.
I don't think I might know it when I hear it.
I was going to do the read the one about. Hold on.
No, do the one you want to do.
I will do. I just. I was going to read the one about. Let me die a young man's death.
Yeah, no, I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
You've done that. Okay.
Well, I usually fling myself around the room and do it.
Okay. Well, I think you're better off doing that. Yeah, to do that.
Actually, it's the very. I started performing when I was 21 at my college Polytechnic Folk Club, and the second performance I did Let Me Die a Young Man's Death.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was doing one cover, and the other was the own poems was the thing.
No, I remember this. It doesn't seem so long since it was 1965, really.
It's also slightly frightening that in Let Me Die a Young Man's Death, it has sort of the ages.
I know.
And we are. Well, I think we are all creeping up on those ages.
Well, I'm over the first one, so
Yeah, you know, like my, I'm 67, and my dad died at 71.
Oh,
You know,
right. Yeah.
these things.
Yeah. I just like the last verse of that. You know, let me
Oh
die
yes,
a young man's death, not a free from sin, tiptoe in, candle wax and waning death, not a
yeah.
curtains drawn by angels born. What a nice way to go.
I think that's right. Yeah.
I like that, the last. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you should follow
have
that
it
up.
ready at your funeral.
You should follow that up with Dylan Thomas's "Do Not Go Gentle into This Good Night."
Yes, that's right. That's right.
That would be the one to do. And I was thinking of that, like you say, Bernard, the old Paul Simon, early Paul Simon song, "Bookends," was it?
Oh
Sitting, old friends sitting on the park bench like bookends. How terribly strange to be 70. I think they said.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Well, I was first shocked that I'm a great fan of John Sebastian and the Loving Spoonful.
Loving Spoonful, yeah.
And he has sort of in "Darling Be Home Soon," which I think is a wonderful song. He suddenly has the line, "A quarter of my life is nearly done." And I thought, what does that mean?
Yes.
You know, like I was 18, and so, you know, sort of, you know, I had to sort of go do lots of calculations.
Yes.
To what,
It doesn't
what
seem
that
possible.
could possibly mean.
I know.
I've got the book here, Liverpool Poets.
Oh yes, yeah. No, oh, you got, yeah. I've got the little paperback one.
Yes.
This is a paperback. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got. Is that normal size?
It's Penguin Modern Poets.
Oh yeah.
Adrian Henry, Roger Goff, and Brian.
No, that was my Bible at one time, and there was a sort of when I lived in France for a year.
Yes.
And
what good did that do you?
Well, it actually did me quite a lot of good. But
I bet.
Yeah. Without sounding daft, I've made more money out of that than a lot of things. But
I thought I had a copy of that, but I haven't. I've got this one, which is called Strictly Private. It's an anthology.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's by Roger McGough one. A little later than the 60s poets ones, but with Adrian Henry and all those people in it.
Yes.
We had Adrian Henry at the folk club.
Oh yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
So they were trying to get Roger McGough for me, as it happened, but they couldn't get it. And I had a word with him. And in fact, we went to a recital at the Tricycle Theatre.
Yeah.
And because I was overawed and drunk, as he was going past, I went, psst, psst, psst. I said, do you want to buy a poem? One of mine. And so he came up and he bought one of my poetry books.
Which one was this? Adrian Henry?
No, Roger
Roger
McGough.
McGough. Well, there you are.
And then I later saw him at Cambridge Folk Festival, and I actually asked him seriously whether he'd do a booking, and he, in the way that he was very easygoing. I think in that business you don't turn down business, and he said, yeah, you know. So.
Yeah. So did he come and do it?
No, he didn't, because I didn't really get the contact details as to, you know, you've got to have a telephone number really. And
yes, I know all of that. Yeah,
you know.
I was talking to some.
You know, like Bob Davenport and Roger Digby were doing the booking really. Like we did some negotiating.
Yeah, I went to a folk club up in Great Bardfield a couple of years back, and it was very thin on the ground. And I said, "Is it normally? It's not normally this quiet, is it?" And he said, "No." He said, "Grayson Perry is up the road in the town hall doing a talk." They said, "What happened?" He was in a bookshop in Great Bardfield and wandered in. Someone said to him, "You're Grayson Perry," and he said, "Yes, I know." And he said, "Well, how about coming and doing a talk for our local book club?" And he said, "I don't see why not." No fee was discussed. And so they set a date, and he turned up, and of course the world and his wife crammed into this place to see him. So some people are really very accessible and amenable.
It was one of the highlights of the television. Did you see Grayson Perry's art?
I did. Wasn't it lovely early on, wasn't it?
It was wonderful. It was great. So it had a lovely atmosphere.
We thought both my wife and I sat and watched those, and he just had a nice, easy manner, and then people were putting in, submitting their work, and he was
Yeah.
very non-judgmental, but he clearly
yeah,
knows
yeah,
his
yeah.
stuff, and he was picking out strengths and things in it.
Yeah.
It
I,
was
I think he was very impressed with what they'd done.
I think so.
I think he was a bit jealous, maybe at some.
Yes.
No, I don't know.
Because of the originality of it.
Yeah.
Because he said how hard it is to be original. in a way.
Yes.
Well, Sheila has a friend who in the way that artists are wonderfully bitchy, so she thinks that an idea she sent in he stole, which I don't think he did. In that she sent in a model of a house,
Yeah.
and he did a model of his house, but I don't think that that's very sort of distinctly
No, it probably
you
could
know,
occur to a lot of people, couldn't it?
Yeah, and even if it was slightly borrowed, she felt, she ought to have got sort of
Mention.
a mention, and possibly she should have done, but sort of
I expect somebody once wrote a poem about daffodils before all Wordsworth got hold of it.
absolutely.
But I remember hearing Grayson Perry when he did the Wreath lectures, and he had a lovely expression. He talked about, I think he went to Goldsmiths, and he said there's a permanent skip in the road outside Goldsmiths in New Cross, where all the artwork goes that never makes it. It's the skip of dreams, he said. Skip of broken dreams.
Well, I've got a ukulele band, and we play very simple things, but we play Kansas City, but what we do is we change the name to wherever we're playing, because in all honesty, none of us have ever been to Kansas City, and it's got no relevance. Whereas actually, when you're shouting Winchmore Hill out to a lot of people, they all sort of, or Grange Park or whatever, something really local. It makes a lot more sense as far as I'm concerned.
Look out, Winchmore Hill, here I come. Yes.
And I usually introduce it by saying that the Kansas City, they actually originally got the song from Palmer's Green. It was migrated out to America, because for all we know, it was never Kansas City in the first place. It was whoever,
I can't wait to hear your version of Route 66.
I think I'm not that clever. Route 66 is quite a clever.
I know.
Ricky, I think, is turning up.
Riggy is here. I can see him.
Well, look who's here.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get the thing at the moment. It's breaking up like anything.
Ricky, you have a slightly strange angle to your normal.
I can't explain.
I'll back
anything.
up soon. I'm in the computer world here.
Okay.
Let me.
Nick, are you okay? Are you?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, Nick's on mute.
I'm back at home,
Yeah.
and hopefully not distorting too much to anybody now.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going to change my mic settings back to... Oh, there's a strange thing happening though in the background. I'm not quite sure what
I've
that's
got sort of radio interference in the background from someone. It's gone.
Ah,
Kate's
that's
back
clear.
in Manchester.
Right, let's try again.
Pelagia, are you there?
Yes. Yes, I am here.
Oh, right.
It's not strictly peak. It's two of us. Pelagie is here, and so am I. I'm David Kidman. I should be on a different machine, but I'm having to share.
Yeah, we normally see you, so I shall write you both your names.
You do,
down.
yes, and you will see me in a moment
Oh,
when the
okay.
video starts. I've just stopped. Yes, I've got the video now, but it keeps freezing, Bernard.
So you're sharing the thing. So there's two of you to
Sharing
sing,
the link. There are two of us to
perform.
two of us to go onto the list. Yeah.
Yeah, because Pelagia, she does poems, doesn't she?
Pelagie, yes, she does.
Is it Pelagie?
It is.
I
Remember apology,
Okay. Oh, okay.
right?
Okay, I shall write it down. Pelagie.
Hi.
Thank
Where's
you.
Give
Maggie?
myself a chance.
Hey, David.
No.
Hello, Maggie. Hi.
Yes, enable original.
Can you
sound.
tell me, Bernard, is our video freezing all the time, or can you actually see us Can you see me talking?
I can see you talking. In fact, I would say you're not freezing. I haven't seen you freeze yet.
It just keeps freezing.
It can be. Like, there is the idea of go out and come back in again. You might get a different line or whatever. But
Right. I could try that, but it's been doing it all day.
oh, really? Okay.
So
Yes.
I'll try it once more.
Okay.
Otherwise, you know where we are.
Okay. Chris, I can see you there, and say hello.
Meeting.
Yes, hello, Bernard.
Hello.
Hi.
And I saw Maggie somewhere.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, you're over there, and Sheila Miller is there.
Hello. I meant to be here earlier, but well.
No, that's all right. We don't
Hello.
start till 8, so.
I know that, but I meant to be there earlier for a bit of a chat, but been busy with other things.
Right.
Ooh, what's that picture on your wall, Bernard?
Which one?
The one to your right. A band. Is that the Angel Band?
That's the Angel Band. Essence of Angel Band. D and G.
I can't read that.
Dolce and Gabbana.
I'm only on a mini iPad, so it's too small to read. Ooh, oh shit.
Whoa.
Such language.
Sorry. I moved the table and the floor was less even than I realised.
I've already set the video again. Right.
Actually, you sound better this time.
He looks better.
Actually, I can't see.
Try again.
Yeah. I think you look cleaner. Well, i.e. more in focus.
No, the video has
Sharper.
grown up again. I've been in and come out and gone in, and the video's gone black again.
Do people want to
No, you don't.
get the participants list up and raise their hands on there so we can actually get a sort of a pecking order? I'm going to say to Nick, are you going to play us a tune at the beginning? And then I'll do a song, and then we'll start going round people.
If that's what you'd like, then that's what I'll do.
Very good.
So compliant.
Yes, done it.
I'm not always like this.
Yeah. So I think most people know the score. The idea is when we say go in 1 minute's time and Nick plays his tune, we all go and mute. Okay. I'm going into mute and handing over to Nick for an introductory tune.
And I can get it to work properly.
Yay.
That was as good as it gets.
Excellent.
I hope not.
Lovely.
So keeping with the sort of strange tradition that I had a holiday last week in the Wye Valley, and so I'm going to sing a very short song about it to just prove that I can. And in the poor man's video front, these are my picture postcards of it. So on the wall as displayed on the internet. So,
Okay.
and after that, we'll have a song from Riggy. So have some proper singing.
No, it isn't.
From the devil's pulpit, I tempted you with all the things we could do. With flesh and bone and brain and spleen, like a Netflix binge, we'd set the scene. To get away, we made the leap. Winters lie, helped history keep. Romance escape, alive for us. Believe the dream, we must just trust. Forest filled, river sky, ask no questions, the answer why. Really short and sharp. Right. So we'll have Riggy, and then we'll have Kate. Are you singing? Yeah, and we'll have a song from Kate then. Okay, I'm going into mute. Over to Riggy.
I will unmute. I got a new toy, as some of you know, and we will do some Monday